Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel, The Cultural Witch. And today we have another video because it's Samhain! That's right, it is the one time of the year when it is not weird to wear all black or pointy hats or lighting orangey candles. What's that? You have a cauldron sitting on your coffee table? Oh, it's just a decoration for Halloween. Anyway, we'll talk a little bit more about Samhain later, but it is time to get to the box. I'm very excited because it says Fragile. I don't know what is in here for it to say that, but let's find out. Alright, so as always, nice wrapping inside, nice little pamphlet right on top, and I will set this down here. So as always, we'll start with the pamphlet first, although I won't be looking inside of it right now, because I don't like to spoil what's inside the box for myself. But as always, beautiful cover art. Let's get to it. Ooh. Okay. As always, I like to just start with whatever I see right on top, and the first thing catching my eye right here is the Palmistry hand kit. Let's see here. So we've got a small booklet. I have never really looked into palmistry. So this, oh my gosh. It's a small hand. Looks like there are different lines written out on the hand and little descriptions of what those lines are related to. So, okay, let's find out what's up with this. It's a palmistry hand statuary with information book and instructions. Our goal in curating this set is to help you expand your choices and broaden your knowledge when it comes to working divination and your higher self. Samhain is definitely the #1 Sabbat for many witches when it comes to divination. And to be honest, palmistry is one of those forms of divination that a lot of people, I think, tend to just kind of gloss over because it's become, for a lot of people, it has become a little cliche. I think it's wonderful to actually, get some real information on this instead of, just kind of like little gimmicky things. What we think of when a lot of, not we, but when other people think of palm readers, I think we have this very cartoonish picture in our mind, but this is really cool. Like I said, I haven't really looked into palmistry myself, but I guess I will now. Alright, let's see what's next. I'm gonna go for whatever's in this bubble wrapped thing, which is Circle. It's from the Voodoo store, and it just says water. And I see there's little instructions on this, but let's go to the pamphlet to read more about it. It's hand-blended herb infused, which is Circle water. As far as what's floating around in there, we have salt, lavender, rosemary, patchouli, and a few other secret proprietary ingredients. So this would be a great tool for people who want to try a new way of casting a new circle. It does have salt in it, which a lot of people do use to cast circles, especially when they're doing protection work. And with all the extra little added funness in there, that would be very interesting. I personally have never cast a circle with salt or water or anything other than candles and energy for that matter. So I will have to give this a try. Very cool. Let's pop that open and give it a smell. Oh. Okay. I thought it was gonna smell more salty, but the lavender and the rosemary are definitely coming through, and then something else that's kind of spicy. All right, next let's go to, what's in the magical little black bag? Something else wrapped up. Let's see. So we have, calligraphy stone. Whatever it is, it's gonna be a calligraphy stone, and I don't have one of those yet. It's a little pyramid. Aww. The stone is actually made up of fossilized shell, bone, and vegetation from an ancient lake that came under pressure when the Himalayas were forming. It's known as the Diviner Stone and is said to carry protective qualities due to the hematite inside. And according to this pamphlet, calligraphy Jasper, calligraphy stone, and here it's called Miriam Jasper, is actually not a type of jasper at all. Who knew? Let's continue. We have another bag, and they're always tied and so hard to get untied. It just says the Crow. It's handcrafted Reiki Charged anointing balm. It's made with a divine blend of wild-crafted, dark-aged patchouli, organic clary sage, organic cold-pressed jojoba oil, and beeswax. It can be used with shadow work, divination, animal totem work, shamanic journeying, crossing the hedge, transmutation, and more. Ooh. Ooh, yes. Okay. I love the mixture of patchouli and sage. They're these very earthy, herby smells. This is very interesting because usually, you anoint with an oil, and as nice as that is, and as good as that may smell, it can get a little bit messy, and so it's kind of nice to have a little waxy thing. It's not as messy, but still smells very good. Next, we have... Oh, okay, actually, so I misspoke earlier. I said that they hadn't given out any, hints, but now that I'm seeing this, they actually did show this. I have to figure out what this is. It's all in this bag. It looks like we have a pendulum, some herbs, and a little pendulum board. And this is what they teased in one of their posts, was this, this image. Interesting. Okay. I have never used a wooden pendulum before. I don't think I've ever seen one for sale in my store either. And it's wiggling. So the pendulum is pretty self-explanatory, so let's take a look at the herbs. It says Witch's Sight, Divination Herbs, for protection, clairvoyance. It's got mugwort, yarrow, rosemary, meadowsweet, damiana, and wormwood. Actually, meadowsweet is one of my big herbs at the moment. My candle went out. One specific practice that goes hand in hand with Samhain is divination. Divination is the practice of seeking knowledge of the future or the unknown by supernatural means. Since it is believed that the veil between the living and the dead is at its thinnest on Samhain, many believe it to be an opportune time to communicate with spirit, ancestors, guides, or loved ones. So it looks like you could probably use these herbs as a loose incense while you're doing your divination work. Yeah, and I knew that mugwort was a great one for divination. Alright, and now we move on to our final item, and it looks like a very neat, interesting candle. It's like wrapped instead of poured. That's very cool. It's a beeswax ritual candle. Each candle comes ritually charged and pre-anointed with Lilocan's potent Samhain ritual oil within, ready to be used in combination with your own spiritual workings this Samhain. That's really beautiful and unique, actually. I don't know that I've ever seen a candle quite like that. So that about wraps it up for this Sabbat box. If I had to choose a favorite thing right here, right now, I'm a big herb fan, So probably this little pack of herbs is high on my list, although the circle water is also very interesting, and I need to look into that a little bit more. I hope everyone has a wonderful Samhain. Stay safe, but be a little bit mischievous. Bye!